Here we go, this is the first one. Cosmo magazine recently said that 44% of people have gone back to an ex. 44% of people have gone back to an ex and had sex. Why do you think people jump back in bed with an ex?
I'm not 44%. Like everybody said it fast.
Yeah. Because you don't want to add another number, so you rather go back to what you've already had.
Comfort and knowing that.
Absolutely.
There's, you're familiar with somebody. It's like a dancing partner. You don't want to dance with somebody that you step on toes.
Yes.
Really?
If you didn't get burned and you've been a little lonely, you might want to dip in that pool again.
It's like a comfy blanket.
Especially when, women have needs, people have needs.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
And you don't just want to go and do it randomly.
About the list. Let's talk about this list. When you're with a man and it's gotten serious and the question comes up, number of times, how many people, how many relationships, do you have a maximum number?
I don't think people ask anymore. I think that as long as you are in an understanding relationship where either you're exclusive or not exclusive, and you have expectations from each other, clear expectations, why do you need to know?
Nowadays, it's harder to figure out if you're exclusive or not.
Well, I feel like
I
feel like if you are a female that does not have an abundance of bodies under your belt, then you should be proud. I'm happy for you to ask because my number's low.
Right.
So.
If you knew of a guy's promiscuity or his activity, what's too much for you?
I know a guy, he has 2 a week, right? Like, what are you doing? How are you ever gonna be available for a real relationship? And then also it comes down to how do you respect your body? How are you giving it away so easily?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And do you wanna be with somebody that's just gonna completely disregard you so quickly, physically, emotionally, mentally? That's the important part.
Okay, let me give all ladies a piece of advice. I don't give a damn what you've done. If the number comes up, listen to Uncle Steve. Your max number is 3. I don't give a damn what's happening. You lie, cover up. If you can make him think he's the third, that's even better.
Yeah, you're winning.
You've only been in 3 meaningful relationships in your life.
Uncle Steve, when he goes through my phone and sees that it may be 1 or 2 more than 3, what's the next step?
Does your phone have videos in them?
Well, at that particular time, we should make sure all of that is deleted. But I mean, what happens if they find out, you lied from the beginning and it's more than 3?
Then all you got to say is, no, that wasn't a meaningful relationship in my life at all.
Oh, so only if they meant something.
It didn't amount to much of anything.
I don't think a man should be asked.
All right, next topic. In the last year, we've seen an overwhelming spike of success in African-American films such as Black Panther, Get Out, Girls Trip. And you got hit TV shows like Empire, Blackish, and The Chi being all-time highs in ratings on their networks. Do we think that we're getting closer to racial equality, or is there still a long way to go?
I think it's a combination of both, honestly. I feel like we definitely are moving forward, but we have so much more. We have so much farther to go. As a female, as a Black female, I just feel like in Hollywood, sometimes it's slim pickings for us. The roles, the characters, what we want to portray. And I feel like sometimes we may have to work a little bit harder. It's just my opinion.
Girl, and for Latinas, forget it. We have a whole lot to catch up.
Well, I think what's happening right now is that we have a society.
Oh, man.
We have a society right now that is so media-driven. The media is starting to do a really great job of highlighting women in all diversities in a better way. So I think that we are doing the right things now. But we still have much further to go, and I think that we need to rise in humanity.
Here's the problem I think we have. I think when it comes to Hollywood, corporate America, and Washington, you have the power brokers of these places who are far more racist than is the fiber of the country.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I'm telling you, man, movies like these movies and TV shows, it took a long time to just get them on it. It used to be when you put a black show on TV, you had to have a white counterpart in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Will Smith was told that black romantic comedies never work. And then he did Hitch. And then Hitch went through the roof.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he sat up there and said, no, you don't know what you're talking about.
And he had a Latina love interest.
Yes, yes.
You have to be daring to be the exception, and we need people to fight for that exception.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And it needs to be great material. At the end of the day, let's be honest, a movie like Girls Trip, that movie, through and through, if you didn't laugh, then there's something wrong with you
I
personally.
love that movie. I can watch that
But
movie countless times.
It was just a great movie.
And I think it's facts that when you support, like when you put the marketing dollars for Black Panther, we showed up and showed out.
I mean, Black Panther can't be any more timely than right now. And
inspiring.
done in a cool way, not done in a preachy, cheesy
Heavy.
way. It was done so perfect.
Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, up next, what percentage of couples do you think spend every night in separate beds? I'm gonna tell you, and we'll find out what our panel has to say when we come back. All right, everybody, listen, we're back talking relationships, sex, and current events with my panel of the day, Ashanti, Christmas Abbott, and Julissa Bermudez. Next topic. A National Sleep Foundation survey, this is crazy to me. A National Foundation Sleep Survey found that as many as 25% of couples reported sleeping in separate beds. 10% of couples reported sleeping in separate bedrooms. Is sleeping separately a relationship killer?
I happen to think there's a couple that I know, they've been together for more than 25 years, and they have been sleeping separate for a very long time. Yeah. He happens to snore like a lawnmower, and I feel like them sleeping separate is what saved their relationship.
Wow. But see, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't figure out how to correct that snoring.
Yes.
I'm a very affectionate person, and I just feel that like relationships grow with intimacy. And I'm not just talking about physical intimacy. I'm talking about spending time with each other in the same room. And like when you spend time with someone, even if you don't have an interest in them, you grow to appreciate them and you have a connection with them. And that's intimacy, right? That's part of intimacy. And when you sleep in another room with somebody or sleep in a separate bed or a room, you take a big part of that component out. I just think that it is a slow death for a relationship.
No, girl. I will give you all the affectionate at breakfast, boo, because I need my sleep. Oh. Can we bring up the survey on how vital sleep is? Good sleep in your life? I mean, I have done this before. I've literally have been in the bed with the guy that I was dating, and once he knocks out and that bear gets to snoring, I'm in the other room, and in the morning, I'll wake up all fresh looking and going.
Because he snored?
Because he would snore.
Yeah, but you can fix that.
And in the beginning, it's cute because you want to be all spooning and hugged up. First of all, I need to breathe. I need my space. I want to hug my pillow. I don't want to hang on to you all
I don't think it should happen in the beginning, though. If you guys are courting or you're starting a relationship and it's something real, and you can't find that common ground to come to some kind of a happy medium if y'all are arguing before you go to sleep, I feel like that needs to be worked out.
Well, no, I'm saying go to sleep happy, but knowing I'll be so happy knowing I'm going to get my great 8 hours of sleep.
I don't know. I don't see how. If the guy sleeps in a separate bed or a separate room, here's the problem that's going to be happening. Every time he comes and crawls in your bed, you know what he wants. Now, you are killing the sneak attack approach. You are killing the I ease up on it. Sometimes I just ease up on it.
The nudge.
You don't even really know I'm bringing it. But we in here spooning, and I'm in that close.
Do you snore?
Yeah. She taps me and wake me up.
Okay.
Steve, turn over. And I turn over. But eventually, though, I'm gonna let her have it again.
The creep up.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm gonna let her have it. And I know I'm gonna let her have it. All right, listen, the next topic. The CEO of Amazon is donating $33 million to a grant to help dreamers in the USA. Now, it will give 1,000 undocumented immigrant graduates the chance to go to college who would never have had the chance otherwise, okay? Now, would you be where you are today if it weren't for someone else's generosity? Would you be where you are without
Absolutely
someone?
not.
Yes.
No.
You
That'd
would
be
be
exactly where I am. Everything that I have in my life, I earned and I worked for it. And I don't know if my life would have changed if I had somebody believe in me and give me that opportunity. I don't know if I would have just thrown it out the window and said, so what, or if I would have taken it seriously and ran with it. But I want to see some sort of accountability on this.
I mean, I didn't get $33 million, but
Right.
the generosity of my parents, the sacrificing, you know, sacrificing 3 jobs and not being with the family and going to auditions and leaving school early and, you know, things like that. I feel like had I not had that and the generosity of just a team nurturing me, I would definitely not be here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Somebody's got to believe in you, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've definitely piggyback off that. I mean, I've had people co-sign me up until sitting right in this chair, you know, sitting right on this couch.
Yeah, I don't see, if it had not been for certain people giving me breaks, reaching down and giving me a hand up, shelling me out. I mean, from dudes that gave me the $200 to buy my headshots at comedy clubs. The dude that bought my outfit, the first time I opened for a group was Frankie Beverly and Mays. He bought me a $250 outfit, or else I was gonna walk out there in my regular clothes.
Right.
That gave me another little jump.
So sweet.
Hey, ladies, I want to thank you all for being here today. You were terrific today. Thanks for sharing everything. Hey, folks, we'll be right back. Ladies, before we get to the first topic, just want to remind you, if you have kids, it would be a good time to send them to another room because things could get a little heated up here. So let's go. Scientists say the secret to your success could be having a work spouse, 2 platonic colleagues who have a bond similar to a married couple. A recent study found that having a work spouse leads to a less stressful workplace if you got a work spouse, and increased productivity on the job. Ladies, would it be okay if your man had a work wife?
Hell no.
Negative. Not
Hell no.
happening.
I mean, what's the point of, if I'm married, what is the point of us being married just for you to go to your second wife at work? That means I'm not doing my job. So, no. And if I find out you got a work wife, she gotta, you know, hear from me. That's a problem. That's a problem.
You would say something to her.
Absolutely. Well, I wouldn't have to, because it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
This is Chicago, just
Right.
it just ain't going down.
I get the whole having a companion at work, but I think the term wife, like, that's just too much. If we're in a relationship, even if we're not married, I don't want you to be calling any girl wife. Like, nobody at work or anywhere you go, like, this is us. So don't be calling X, Y, or Z wife. Like, it's about, that's me.
And it will not work, and it's a really bad idea. But it's a bad idea because when women and men are in platonic relationships, and you spend a lot of time together, particularly at work, it is inevitable somebody is gonna start having some feelings at one point or another. Now, I know because my husband was my friend.
Oh.
That's how I rolled up on
Oh, he was just your
So
friend.
you was a work wife.
Oh.
You heard.
I was just a friend, so that's how that stuff can happen. So I say absolutely not, no wives. And if you gotta have a wife to be successful, I guess my husband ain't gonna be successful.
If your husband's a failure, listen to me. I agree with something everything said. I don't even understand. See, scientists say.
Scientists aren't married.
That's right. Who are these people?
Right.
See,
They're not the married ones.
scientists they're not in real life. They sitting somewhere in a laboratory with a survey or either a microscope, and they in here figuring stuff out. But you put that microscopic stuff in real life, and you got 3 women who have said, no, the term wife belongs to your wife. Let her hear you call somebody else wife and see what happened to you.
Problem.
It's crazy. All right, next topic, let's go. Earlier this year, country singer Jason Aldean and his wife took a vacation without the kids after becoming new parents. People shamed the couple, saying that they were bad parents for leaving their 3-month-old at home. Is it okay for new parents to take a vacation without the baby?
Hell yes.
They all got
yes.
kids. They all got kids. No, I come from a huge family where, unfortunately, you know, growing up, my parents didn't have the funds to go take a vacation, but even if they just went out in the backyard just to get away from all of us, it was just like, this is a vacation. I don't get to hear y'all little rascals running around yelling and screaming all day. I'm not a parent, but I know what my parents went through. It's 8 of us. I have 8 siblings. And we were something else, especially me. I'm the middle child.
And
You know,
me.
vacations are essential for your emotional health and your relationship. Like, women have to remember that you were a wife before you were a mother.
Yeah.
That is really, really important. And I think oftentimes that we just simply forget that. Now, I'm all about a vacation. However, I don't believe in nannies. If my child is not with my mother, I need a camera. I need hidden cameras. I need somebody knocking on the door every other hour because I don't trust anybody with my baby.
Yeah.
Not doing that.
That's interesting.
That's some new age parenting, that nanny stuff.
Yeah.
To go to the vacation, and some people don't have the luxury of having parents or relatives, you know, so they have to have nannies. And if,
Bless
you know,
they heart.
but
She
yeah,
gotta come too, then. She need a room next door. She gotta come too.
those 9 months, I mean, they're new parents, so they're going through everything for the first time. So I'm not a parent, but I could just imagine how overwhelmed I would be, like 9 months of being pregnant. Now it's a whole new life. There's this baby here. We're stressed. We want to have fun too.
Yeah.
You know, we want that spark. Let's get away for a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that.
Really healthy.
See, my first children were born 35 years ago. I had twins. Wow. The day after they were born, I needed a vacation. The day after. Hey, folks, up next, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn were caught by the cops having sex on their very first date. And we're gonna find out what the panel's rules for sharing the cookie are when we come back. Probably don't wanna miss this. All right, everybody, we're back and we're talking about everything from parenting to love, sex, relationships with my guests, Diane Valentine, Crystal B, and Tyronda Jones. And once again, if you have kids, it'd now be a good time to send them to another room because things could heat up. Okay, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn have been together for over 30 years. In a recent interview, Kurt Russell dished on the couple's memorable first date, revealing that they got caught having sex by the police. How far should you go on a first date?
To the date and back home. I mean, that's it. I mean, if you're adventurous and if you into that kind of stuff, do your thing. But no, for me, you know, keep it cute. You know, take me on a date. Let's get to know, because I feel like you gotta get to know each other before you feel like that's something you wanna.
I feel like now anything is acceptable. There's things like Tinder where you could go on a date with somebody you haven't even met. You just see their picture on your phone. You go on a date, and that's what Tinder's for. It's for hooking up.
Is it really?
Yeah, you go eat, and then you figure out what the next move is if you're both feeling it. And if you're both feeling it, then you do the deed, and then maybe something comes from it. But if the person is up for it, if both people are up for it, then what's the problem?
Well, I'm gonna try to answer this like a love expert that I am.
Come on, Diane.
And I would say
Let's hear this.
you should absolutely not have sex with anybody on the first date. Absolutely not. Because women, it is known that women cannot separate sex and love.
Yeah.
And when we have sex with you, that means that we are emotionally attached and tied and connected, and we need our ring, and we wanna know when is the wedding date, and when are you coming over for the house for dinner. Now, that's the love expert answer.
But I agree. You know, if somebody walk in the bathroom on me, we go together. If you kiss me on the cheek, we go together.
Here's the deal, though. For the most part, it doesn't work out for women this way. and I tell women this all the time. First of all, women, men can get hurt too, but you are the first to get hurt because you have committed an act that should mean more to you than it does to me.
Come on,
That's
Steve.
a totally different thing. And if you don't treat it that way, now here the cold part, here go the kicker. If you don't treat it like it's special, then guess what? We ain't finna treat it special either. Because if you don't treat it special, what you want us to do?
Yeah. That's good.
And we don't play like that. But she is absolutely reflecting what's happening in the world today.
Yeah.
And Tinder is very real like that. And she's absolutely correct. If two people agree, what's the problem? Well, the problem is for women, y'all can't do test drives. See, if y'all do test drives, y'all wind up getting drove.
Yes. Yes.
That's what happened to you. We test drive all day long.
And you know, I think I'm all about women that are sexually liberated, right? It's your body, it's your decision, it's all of that. But when I first started dating my husband, I was very clear with him. Like, sex is not free. It's gonna cost you something. And I ain't talking about a transaction.
Right.
So let's be really clear about this before either of us go too far.
But you know what? That's what it is. And we understand that. Because if you have a value to it, then it must be valuable.
Yeah.
And so now we treat it that way. Now, if you've tuned in before to one of these panels, you might already know things can get a little bit racy sometimes. So if you got kids watching, you might be a good time to have them leave the room. All right, so let's get started. First topic. To a recent survey, 50% of people wait to say I love you until after the 3-month mark. How do you know when you're ready to say the L word to your significant other?
Well, I think you gotta feel it. If you feel it, you should say it, right? But I've said it prematurely. Yeah, I've said I love you, and then I'm like, I don't really love you that much. I realize maybe I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't.
I've definitely said it in a moment of passion. Like, I think that's where we can accidentally confuse lust and love. That happens a lot. I tell my masseuse I love them if I have a great massage. It's really hard when you're feeling that good not to say the words. But I do think it takes you have to feel safe and secure.
I think you meet someone's representative for the first 3 to 6 months anyway. So it takes some time to really know the person before you can say it. So I definitely think the 3-month rule is good. I'm probably more of a 6-month person myself because I want to take some time for the dopamine to wear off, all those exciting emotions, for the honeymoon phase to cool. I'm like, okay, this is who you really are. I think I love this person.
Yeah.
That's smart.
That's a smart thing because that is true. You know, what if your partner says I love you and you're not ready to say it back?
You say thank you. No, you don't. That is the worst thing you can say. Don't ever say thank you.
Now, that's happened to all of
I've
us.
said thank you.
You have?
For sure.
And what was the response you got?
Not great.
Yeah, exactly.
Not great. But I think if someone says it and you're not feeling it, I don't think you should say just to say it. I think if you either feel it or you don't feel it, or say, I can't wait till I can say it back to you, honey.
What?
Ooh, I go with a kiss, just distraction, just to say nothing. I just kiss them back.
Kiss really quickly.
Yeah.
There's other words though. There's I cherish you. There's I adore you. There's you make me feel incredible. But you should address the elephant in the room and say, I'm just not ready right now. You inspire me.
Right. That's very mature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've said the wrong thing.
Like what?
Like,
I
say
can't
it
wait.
to me. Like,
I love you.
oh, hell no.
That's not good. That's not good.
All right, well, let's go to the next one. According to a recent study, Americans 18 to 30 years old are having less sex. On average, they're having sex about 9 less times per year in the 2010s compared to young adults in the late 1990s. Now, Shan, you're a sexologist. What do you think is going on here?
There's 3 main reasons. One, people have less long-term relationships because they're focusing more on career. So when you're in a long-term, committed relationship, you're having sex 3-4 times a week, probably on average. If you're not doing that, even if you're having casual partners, it's less. The second reason is the obsession with technology. There's a lot of people who are substituting intimacy with other forms of intimacy. They can just do it all themselves. So
I mean, even look at this picture right now. Both of them are on devices, right? So they're not even spending time. They're not looking at each other. They're not.
well, at least they're in the same room.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. I think also women, or men too, are career-driven now more so than ever. But I also think, though, there's diseases out there.
That's true.
There's a lot of like STDs and all that stuff. You gotta be careful.
See, I find this statistic so hard to believe because no one I know is having less sex, and especially not in LA. I think more people are
Like the
because of
Tinders
the
and-
apps. So I find this statistic really hard
If
to
your
believe.
friends look like you, I get it. But you know what I mean?
I wasn't speaking for myself. I'm just saying in general, I
Right.
haven't heard people saying that they're not.
I 1,000% believe this. In addition, as well, too, this is the generation that's on more antidepressants earlier than ever before, which is a natural sexual suppressant. So I think there's absolute fact.
Antidepressants is a natural.
Sexual suppressant. So it suppresses your libido.
Wow.
Really?
She's an expert.
That's my go-to drug when I'm depressed. That's what I go
Really?
to. Yeah, sex is good for everything.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I had the flu, sex. I had pneumonia, some sex. Broke my arm one time, some sex. I'm hungry as hell, some sex. It's just... Hey, coming up next, how often should you be seeing the person you're dating? We're gonna reveal the answer. We'll see what the ladies have to say when we come back. It's a good one. Hey, welcome back to Straight Talk, everybody. We're back with Garcelle Beauvais, Renee Barge, and Shan Boudreaux. Let's jump right back into it, ladies. Okay, Elite Daily recently put out an article suggesting how often you should be hanging out with your partner based on how long you've been together. Now, I'll tell you what the article says in a minute, but ladies, do you put boundaries on how often you hang out with a significant other?
I mean, I don't need to put boundaries in because I feel like between working, trying to get to the gym, and seeing my friends, I probably only have a couple of nights a week I could see someone. So I feel like that's already there. But if I make it past dating someone for a few months and I really like them, I'm probably moving in with them at that point. Like, I feel like it's been a while, so I don't know.
That's what she wants. It was so clear. I liked it.
I don't think it should be a restriction or when you see him, when you don't see him. You want to see him as often as you can when you're first starting to date, right? But for me, I don't want somebody on me all the time. Like, I want my space.
Yeah.
You know?
It's healthy.
I want to miss you.
Yes.
Everything's got to be balanced because when you first see someone, you're going to want to see them all the time.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to move in after 3 months. You're doing something right.
Okay, so ladies, let me show you this. Here's what the article suggests. If you've been dating a month, to see each other 2 out of 4 weekends a month.
A full weekend, though?
You've been dating 3 months, 1 day or 1 night a week. 6 months, 3 to 4 times a week. 1 year, schedule them apart.
But based on what you just said, doesn't this kind of apply that when you got a bit more serious, you had to start saying, okay, now we got to really make an effort not to see each other. But in the beginning, you're so busy, they're not really part of your system or your cycle yet. Like, this is girls' night on Thursday.
Right,
This is not
right.
our time.
I'm cool with that.
Every second weekend, that sounds pretty
cool
good
with that.
to me. I mean,
Well, if you want to stay married,
Yes.
you have to have me time.
Yes.
Because you can forget this, I love you, I want to spend every waking moment with you. You're crazy. It requires too much of yourself. You've got to create those gaps
I agree.
for yourself to make it.
I
Too many
agree.
people go into marriage thinking that it is really this, we become one. Well, you do become one, but you have to become one with some individuality.
100%.
Because if
Exactly.
you lose yourself, man, you're gonna be miserable.
Right.
Hey, let's go to the next one. Riverdale actress Madeline Petch explained to Glamour magazine why she's so open about her relationship on social media. She says that she feels her generation is very cynical about love, and she wants to show them that it really does exist. What do you think about couples that share their relationship on social media?
I think it's cool. I don't think you gotta feel like the savior for everybody. Like, just be honest. You do it because you want to do it. You know, we got enough movies out there. We see what it is. You're not coming in and saving everybody from being miserable and lonely. But I think a lot of people have a right to say, like, look, like, I am like a older millennial, but I was of the time that you didn't put your name on social media, or you never put a picture of yourself drunk because you would get fired. Now it's like we have more and more allowance of it. There's more of you online. So this is a big part of your life. Why would you not want to include it in there? But do it because you want to, not because I need it. I'm okay. I'm inspired. I got some.
Yeah, that's what I like.
I'm
That's really
inspired.
cool. Yeah, don't do it
me.
to save the world, because you're not.
Yeah.
Right.
Just do it because you want to do it.
Yeah.
But I do think there's something really sacred about a relationship and love, and even though I work in the business where we talk about people's relationships, I think there's something really beautiful about keeping some things to yourself, especially if you don't want to share everything, because you're kind of opening yourself up to share everything once you start putting it out there.
I say don't show it. Don't show the person until you have a ring and a date. Because the minute you do it, it's over. If you're just dating somebody and you splash them all over your social media, then you break up, then what do? Go back and delete everything?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. You have to delete everything. And it's the worst. Well, you do. If everyone's followed your journey and then all of a sudden it ends, they're going to want an explanation.
What's so wrong with that? You know what I mean? What's wrong? We all get it. Breakups happen. I can't stand when celebrity couples break up and people say, oh, I don't believe in love anymore. Like, are you new? We've done this before. People get back together. Life goes on. It's all about spring. There's 4 seasons. Some people are there for a season. Some people are there for a reason. So I think, if you have a breakup, that's okay. I'll understand.
Really?
I'll understand.
No, I just don't. I think to me, some things have to be, personal. Unless you know this person is here to stay, then I don't think you should put them on social media. I think you can, if they sent you a flower, if they did this, but in terms of splashing pictures, how much you're in love, it's like getting a tattoo of somebody you're dating. Don't do that.
Now, you know what? My wife and I, we've debated this, because my wife loves social media. I don't.
She's great at it.
She's great at it.
And Marjorie and I have a tough time exposing ourselves online and the reason I do it is because it's tough, because we have an aspirational life. I know my life is not regular, but you want to inspire people to have an aspirational life. It's not bragging. It's hard to know how much to show. Hey, this is one of my favorite panels. Thank you all, ladies. Very nice group. I love that. This is one of my favorites. If you got a question for our panel, head over to our Facebook page, and it just might end up on the show. We'll be right back.